There's another squeeze we got to make our way through. We're slack packing again today from Purple Mist's aunt. Very unfortunately, though, I forgot my boots. So I came out here wearing my Crocs and started hiking and was like, why are my shoes so loose? So I got to do 13 miles.
Who forgets their boots?
Through rocks and trail.
Who forgets their boots?
In socks and Crocs.
You're better than this. It's a rookie mistake. This is what happens when you get bored on the trail. You play fun balancing games on your head. We have to wait for the road to get clean. Let's go get our grocery shopping done. So, we got our grocery shopping done.
Back on trail again. It's July 25th. And we spent a couple days with Anna, Beth's aunt, and Robin and Carol, who helped us slack back for 2 days, help us get into the city, and help us go to and from the trail when we needed to. And we greatly appreciate their help.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you guys so much for making our stay so wonderful, and we ate so much wonderful food. We were very comfortable and clean, and it was just awesome. So thank you guys.
Thanks again.
Oh, thank you.
You can tell that we're in New England now when you got high schools that look like that. Woo!
We're going swimming!
Woohoo!
Gonna go down a water slide!
Here we go! Woo! Woo!
So we thought we were at the falls earlier where we were swimming, and then we walked a little bit further and came upon this. So, really pretty.
We have to swim in that.
Yeah, now we have to swim here.
As of late, we've been very, very lucky with our camping sources for the night. This is just stunning, gorgeous field with the woods right there and the mountains and the clouds in the background.
And we've been walking through the rain for a couple of hours, and now we kind of get to see the sunset, and it looks awesome.
Yeah, this is extraordinary. I love it. So we've reached another milestone on the trail this time, and it's the 1,500th mile on the trail, only 689.2 to the end.
Only 700 more miles.
Yes, we will do it. mountain right there. It's good old Massachusetts. We're gonna be there in half a mile.
My friend who's staying up in Williamstown, and you're a kayak.
So we got to stay in one of these AMC huts, along with Jack and Harvey here, two guys who
From upstate New York.
from upstate New York, who were just kind enough to let us crash with them in the cabin, chill by the campfire, and have good conversations with. So thanks, guys, again.
Great,
Have a safe travel.
All right, y'all too. Just past Bear Mountain, there's this awesome little creek that has multiple swimming holes, and we're having a good time swimming in this ice-cold creek. Purple, it's time. I'm filming you. Time to jump in.
Is it cold? Well, looky here, everybody. Welcome to Massachusetts.
Another state down.
Woo!
Working our way through New England.
Oh yeah. Three after,
Four total states,
including Massachusetts. 4 more states. 3 states after this.
Majority done.
Woo!
We're walking along Mount Race, which has a half a mile walk along these cliff sides that look out over Massachusetts. And in the distance, although I can't tell because it's so far out there, is Mount Greylock, the tallest point in Massachusetts, as well as the gateway to the Long Trail into Vermont.
So we've got this crazy view. It's like a 180-degree view. And
As we climb Mount Everett,
Everett,
Massachusetts.
not to be confused with Mount Everest, because we're not that
Everest.
cool.
Not yet.
Never. But we got some real mountains, and apparently we just heard from somebody we will be able to see Mount Greylock at the top.
It's the weirdest feeling in the world out here on top of the ridgeline. We are burning hot due to the sun, but there's like cold air pockets where I guess the air is just, the wind is more chilled up here because we're getting more north, and we're getting a little later into the summer, but it just feels so good. It feels hot from the sun, but it feels like nice and cool from the breeze. So it's just a different experience once again in a different state. So all these ridge lines right along here are New York to our west. All of this in front of us, Massachusetts, and just past Greylock is Vermont. Then we have to the south of us, what we just climbed over was Connecticut. So we are just surrounded by states that are visible in every direction. It's amazing. We have angered a rattlesnake.
Yeah, he's pretty ticked.
Let's see that right in there. You can't really see him because it's dark. But he's rattling at us.
Well, gotta take a break.
We're gonna attempt to chase it away. Tossing little rocks and pine cones at it. Ooh, there he goes. He's angry.
Right this off.
He doesn't want to move.
This is my spot. Dude, he's pissed.
If he throw up and now it's pissed.
You didn't get a look at my shorts, did you? That was really fun.
That was cool.
I did not know I would go that high.
Oh no. I definitely want to try that.
That driving right there, yeah, it's the best. Oh, you're gonna hit the rock!
You okay?
That was so fun.
Hang on, keep hanging! Oh gosh! Good morning. Today is July 29th, and Purple Mist and I have officially been on the trail for 4 months now. And we are here at a pond in Massachusetts. She's actually ahead of me quite a bit. She got an earlier start on the day. But we are officially changing out our pair of shoes. And we're looking forward to that. We'll hopefully get a new pair within 2 or 3 days. Hopefully 2 days of reaching the Cookie Lady's house, which is along the AT. We're doing good so far. We're struggling with this heat and this humidity, but the more north we get, the more beautiful it seems to be, and just so new. The North, New England, is definitely making a good impression on us. So today we've done about a total of, I think, 16 and a half miles, which has been a while since we've attempted miles of that length. And it was exhausting, but it felt good to do some big miles like that after a long time, and let us know that we're still capable of doing it. And it also allows us to kind of bank some time to be able to take 0 days, as well as prepare for New Hampshire, which supposedly has very difficult climbs, and they tell you to, plan, extra time to do them. So we're kind of banking up miles and hours every day out here on the trail, but still having a good time and getting ready to pull into camp for the night. These boardwalks, while super convenient to prevent us from having to walk through swampland, are a little sketchy. They're kind of bobbing and shaking all over the place, and a couple of them have kind of tripped me up and turned on me a few times. So you gotta kind of keep careful out here on these topsy-turvy things. Whoa, like that. Oh gosh. Now that's the trail magic I'm talking about. Oh my god, is this a thing? It is! Made it to the Cookie Lady's house, where we're gonna hopefully get to camp here in the yard. We're having our dinner and hopefully getting our package once she gets back to the house with our shoes. We each got a new pair of shoes, and it's going to be wonderful because mine are about 1,200 miles on them now. So they're exploding. We're setting up camp here at the Cookie Lady's yard, and Purple Miss just got her new Brooks in the mail. Look at the tread on the bottom of these.
Well, that's what I wanted to show you. You can look here. These are my new shoes. Very, very substantial tread, and you can see what I was hiking on. I was falling multiple times a day. It's just completely smooth. There's almost no tread left in the old heels. So I'm very excited to go into New Hampshire with these treads. So, what do we got here?
Ooh.
Oh, look how pretty they
They
are.
look brand new.
What do they smell like?
Oh my gosh, look at the bottom. Is that what they're supposed to look like? Alright, so this is the difference.
Oh my gosh,
is
you have nothing.
Almost
You
1,300
have no
miles.
treads left. Look at these. They're just completely
Oh
flat.
my god. I didn't
my
know that that's what that
gosh.
used to be. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
That's what happens
so
when you
much fun.
hike 1,200 miles in a pair of shoes.
Incredible.
Pretty great. Gross.
You're supposed to play taps.
Bum bum bum.
Thank you.
Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Goodbye, shoes. You were so good to us.
So, good morning. This is August 2nd. I don't think we filmed much in the last day or two, mainly because it's been harder to charge my phone, and we actually got into town, did 2 short days, and just have spent a lot of time relaxing.
So we are headed towards Mount Greylock right now, and it's been raining for the past couple days, so we're wet. All of our stuff is wet. That's not as fun.
Yeah, each night that it's rained, our tent has become flooded.
Our tent has
So
decided
we
to
wake up-
leak.
We wake
every
up in
night.
like an inch of water.
Yeah, it's like being in a swimming pool, but not in a fun way. So
It's good that we have the rain because
yeah,
it's been completely
it's
dry.
been so hot and dry, so I'm thankful for that. But it just kind of sucks when everything you own is wet too. So we are headed over Greylock, and then the Vermont.
tallest mountain in Massachusetts.
Yes, and we will be crossing the Vermont border shortly after that. I don't think we'll get there today.
Tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, I'm still trying to break in my shoes, so we'll see how that goes.
And then only 25% of the trail left.
Yeah, that's the 1/4 of the trail mark. So
Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine.
yeah, excited.
We're about to be at the summit, but we're on the top of like a 900-foot mountain, and there's just this pond up here at the top. And like, you think that you're climbing up out of the wetlands, so to find like such a large body of water, it's kind of cool. See you on top of a mountain. It's pretty awesome, but we're almost at the summit.
So we are here on top of Mount Greylock, the highest point in Massachusetts, and this is the lodge here. And then the memorial, War Memorial Tower is there. You can't really see it because they're working on it. It's kind of a bummer. But the sky's cleared up beautifully.
Yeah, a whole like a foggy, rainy day all this morning, and now the sun's out and it's clearing up. So hopefully we can see a little bit of the views.
Yeah.
Right there in the distance is Vermont. We're headed there, and we'll make it tomorrow. So we had to get a resupply in town. So we went into North Adams and got some food in our bellies, as well as a resupply for the next 4 days. But it was a long day, and we unfortunately pressed our time, and so now we're having to do some night hiking. So we got to make it into camp underneath the stars. Almost walked up on another one right down in there. Rattled at me a little bit, and I heard it, but I couldn't find him. Scary little devil.
So we just made it to Vermont, and we have 25% of the trail left to do, which is so exciting. And at the border of Vermont, we joined the Long Trail, which is the oldest footpath in America, and was like kind of the precursor to the Appalachian Trail. And we even get our white blaze from the Long Trail. We kind of stole it. So I'm really excited to see what Vermont holds and see some of the Long Trail.
Where are you? Where are you? Good morning. It is August, is it 4th?
Yep.
August 4th. And we are on the Long Trail in the Green Mountains of Vermont. And for the most part, the mid-Atlantic region of the trail, we ran across a town like every other day. So we were constantly going in, grabbing ourselves a bite to eat. But now we are back to packing out 4 days worth of food and not getting the luxury of going into town and getting food and resupplies regularly. So
it is kind of nice to be back into wilderness again. And we got this cool beaver pond right here.
with
And
a
if you
beaver
see, You can
house.
see the beaver house right there. It's pretty neat. So Vermont's pretty cool so far.
Loving it. Still found a way to get into town anyways, for at least a bite to eat. But now, from now on, we're gonna stay on the trail.
I promise.
Back on trail, just about a mile and a half to get to the next shelter. And then we are going to try to pump out a little more miles over the next few days to get to our resupply. But we hear there's a bunch of swimming holes along this creek, so we're going to try to do some of those. The bridge was out, so we had to cross the stream. The woods are just beautiful here. I'm about to go up this tower that warns no more than 4 people at a time. That's because this thing looks rickety and scary. Let's give it a shot. This is the tower on top of Glastonbury Mountain. This is totally worth it. It is beautiful. Oh my gosh. That out there. These are definitely the Green Mountains. That right out there is Mount Greylock. We were in Massachusetts. You can see as far back as that mountain range will allow you to. That's New Hampshire. But these mountains right in front of us, that's what we're going over.
Good morning, everybody. This is our 3rd day in Vermont. Yes?
Maybe 4th.
Maybe 4th? I lost
forget.
track. And it poured rain all night, but not too bad. Like, kind of just enough to lull us to sleep. And now we're hiking in my favorite kind of day. It's like all foggy and misty, which is awesome. And the trails are like super muddy, but that's like what they tell you to expect in Vermont. So anyways, it's gorgeous. It is August the 6th, and we're headed to town tomorrow we all need to go to the outfitter and get some stuff
And resupply.
and resupply. Yeah, we were like
out of food. We are not buying enough food because we're hungry all the time. So yeah. Anyways, we're excited. We're having a beautiful day and just loving Vermont.
We're on top of Stratton Mountain, which was the mountain that Ben McKay was inspired to create the idea of the Appalachian Trail. Look out at these mountains and think of one continuous path that ran from one end of the East Coast to the other. And this is what inspired him. And man, I can see why. This is just incredible. Out there you can see the storm. Some of it we got last night, but it's just raining all over the place. So that's the storm that's coming right over us, and that's also north where we're headed.
Thank you.
So this is going to be a terrifying
It's so nice
3 miles.
when you climb up into a tower and just see your impending doom.
Knowing what's to come.
What's to come
We have merely moments.
to prepare.
To prepare.